of channeling and a report all about the year that we are moving into on the 26th of July 2021. Now, if you haven't already watched it, I shared a video a few days ago which was all about wrapping up the year of the blue lunar storm. And I also, the year before, 2 years before, did a little video, and I think I called it like, boom, new 13-year cycle. And that tells you all about this 13-year cycle. Just one little note before we start. Have you got any idea what this is? Because if you haven't and you watch this channel, I think I'm seriously doing something wrong here. You're missing a trick. Because this is the Galactic Mayan calendar. And for the course, the Galactic Gateway course, that I'm launching in just a few days, I've created a massive Galactic Mayan calendar to support with teaching. So I can stand at the side with my little fluffy blue pointer and be like, this is this and this is this. Woohoo! It's going to be so good, and there's so many people coming. Oh my gosh, it's like the tribe, the galactic tribe of starseeds has gathered, and I would love it if you wanted to come. I'm really, really excited about it. Like, the content that's come through for it has just been mind-boggling, because there's two sides to what I bring. You know, I've got this like super duper channel, but then also this absolute like geek. I love to go down the rabbit hole. I love to figure things out. I love to find the bits of information. Give me the scraps, I'll put them together, and then I'll channel through it all. So the content that's come through the course is amazing, especially with regard to Sirius, especially with regard to the galactic aspect of our reality, you know, and where we are in the Milky Way on an astronomical level, as well as all of the incredible teachings that the Maya left with us here for this time to wake us up to galactic reality, which for me is what is happening on the planet. So yes, link below, the sign up opportunity is going to be complete in like 2 days, and then we start on the 24th. We're going to be riding through the ending of the blue lunar storm year, the day out of time, and the first day of the year, as well as being part of the Lionsgate portal as well. So yeah, it's a really, really cosmic time, and it's a really, really cosmic course. So please come, you won't regret it. So, yellow electric seed year. Yellow electric seed. Okay, so the third year of our 13-year process. The third year is the electric tone. Number 3 is electric. This is something that we go into on the course that I don't really share too much about on the channel. We've got these 13, you know, we go through these 13-day processes, but each one of those days has a particular energy, a particular vibration, a particular medicine. So the tones are very important for the process if we're going to ride it consciously. And that is applicable to these 13-year cycles as well. So the third year of the process, the third tone is the alchemy tone. We've got the first, which is magnetic. So in 2019 it was like, we get to see within the magnetic energy what we're working with, what the themes are. It's the initiation, it's the beginning. But within what Mayan astrology reveals is that everything is a fractal, and we always get to see, if we're looking, the bigger picture that's contained. So on that first day, the initiation, we can see the building blocks, or the first year, we can see the building blocks of what we're going to be then working with for the next 13 years. Second tone, the lunar tone, is the challenge, is the shadow, is the new learning, is the dark side of the moon. You know, it's like the part that needs to be brought to light. You know, the stuff that needs to come to the surface. It's the challenge, it's really the challenge, you know, the second lunar tone is the challenge. Then we land in the third tone, which is electric, which is what we're moving into now. And the electric tone is the alchemy point. It is the point where everything that we've been working with so far begins to stir. And it's this point of, you know, if we have been working with the lunar energy on a conscious evolution process, the third tone, the electric tone, will probably be quite different in experience to not having worked on a conscious evolution level on the things that have been presented in the lunar tone. So what do I mean by that? If stuff's been coming up for the past year and we've been like, I'm not looking at that, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, or I'm going to get really angry and or whatever. I do all of that, by the way. But the other bit that I do is the conscious evolution process. So if we have been going into the feelings and then clearing them and working with our subconscious mind or working with our body, you know, to release these energies, these reactions, these experiences of trauma from the past, then when this electric tone lands for us, we've already begun the alchemy process. So it brings in the Trinity, and it's really interesting actually that this is coming through, because yesterday I was having a beautiful conversation with a brother of mine, and we were really traversing lots of different things, but one of the things that landed as we were kind of unfolding in the conversation was this idea of like, so I've been living on my own for the past 6 months and actually finding it very, very difficult. It was something that I always thought that I wanted, because within human design I have lots of open centres, which means that, you know, it's quite, I'm a projector as well within human design, so I don't have a lot of energy of my own, and I take in, this is why I'm a good channel, but it means that, you know, I take everything in. Woo. So when I'm living with people, it's a lot, you know, it's a lot for my system. So I was always like, living on my own for a bit, that'll be amazing. Loneliness is real, and also, yeah, it's been a really, really big initiation. That, and then like loads of people not wanting to go out of the house and all that stuff. So that whole thing, but the thing that landed was this like, okay, so when we are alone, we have like a two-way stream with universe. Me, universe, me, universe, me, universe. Everything that happens within my personal sphere when I'm living alone is just a duality loop. Infinity duality loop, but a duality loop. Then you bring in other conscious creators, more humans, and then you've got a three-way Trinity creation point, which changes everything, opens up more potential for conscious evolution, also is like the most integral part of the puzzle, being in community, being together. So there's something in that as a reflection of the electric energy, there's something in that of the reflection of the third year. It's the Trinity point, you know, it goes from, you know, that's the initiation, that's the new learning, and as a result of that, bing, we get the third point on the triangle, and we can move into this Trinity harmony point. So that's a little bit about the third tone of energy. But the archetype that we're moving into, oh, I wonder if it's, I don't think you can see it, can you? No, it's up at the top. Hold on. Wait, no. Higher, 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 higher. Oh, my arm doesn't reach that high. There you go. There's the seed. Oh, there's the seed. Oh, there we go. So yes, the yellow seed. The yellow seed energy. It's a yellow sign. So it's about the flowering, the blossoming, the reveal. But the seed is all about the seeding of new consciousness. It's all about the new being planted into the earth. But again, if we've been doing the conscious evolution process, we will have been working with the shells of our limitation. What do I mean by that? our past conditioning, right? So the seed has a hard casing, it gets planted deep in the ground. It has to break through the shell in order for that shoot of life to birth. There's also, you know, a lot to consider within the soil and the darkness and the nurture. We'll come to that in a moment. But if we've already been breaking through our human being shell, the potential for this energy is vast. We get new life, and the thing that I'm like on a the thing that just keeps coming through on a sensation level is that like imagine how it feels to break through that shell and that feeling of new life touching the soil for the first time. That's what this archetype is about. If we haven't been doing the conscious evolution process, breaking through that shell is going to be more of a challenge. And this is our global year, yeah? So, global year, yeah, that's what I mean. This is our global year, so we're moving through this as a collective. And as a collective, we've been operating as humans in very different ways. And there are a lot of people on the planet that, you know, the notion of personal development or shadow work is quite an unknown. So their experience of yellow seed energy may be different. And that's not to say that we're not all doing the conscious evolution process, but the thing, and something that really came through actually, when I was feeling into the video, the thing that I was going to say originally was, you know, when you've broken through that shell 1,000 times, you know what's on the other side of it. You know how it feels to be birthing that new life. You know how it feels to be in reconnection with the soil again. But those first experiences of breaking through the shell, you know, death are horrendous. And you know, part of my human being experience was having, you know, an ultimately devoted mother that was taken very suddenly without any warning. But what that has taught me, you know, through what happened in my life as a result, through me being who I am now as a result of that, is that there's always massive evolutionary reasoning as to why things happen, and death isn't the end. So a lot of the time, I feel like, you know, it's, some people have said to me over the years, like, with my feeling response to global situations and different things, like, you just don't care. And it's not that I don't care, it's just that I know what it is to absolutely smash into 1 billion pieces and have your heart squeezed into nothing. And I also know the rebirth that's on the other side of it, because I've fucking lived it. So no matter what is going on in collective reality, how far down we go is in equal proportion to how fucking high we're gonna go. And it's so crucially important to know that and to hold that and to live that. And this is this seed year, things that you can expect and things that you can consciously lean into are the new earth vibes. What do you want to create on the planet? What is, and this is a big part of the course, by the end of the course, you're going to know who you are on an astrological level and how to craft that into something, or how that's prepared you for a particular offering on the menu of the new earth. You know, you are a dish that's been crafted through your experiences and through your astrology. But you need to figure that out. You need to figure out what that is. Because then, this year, you get to start seeing it, you get to start leading into it. So What is the new earth to you? What do you feel that that is? And I'm not talking about polarity consciousness, like, well, those people won't be doing those things to me and to my friends and to those other people. Like, just pop that on the side for a minute. Like, feel it. Like, what does community look like? What does education look like? What does political system look like? What do the systems in place look like? What does everyday life look like? What does food look like? What do these components look like? You know, what are we working toward? Not what are we running away from, not what are we demonizing. We're investing so much energy into all of that at the moment, which I get. But this year, no. This year is about the seeding of the new. So what are you seeding? What are you seeding? What do you want? What do you want for you, for us, for all of us? And how can you make that happen? That's what this year is about. So notice, you will see that by this time next year, we will have mind-blowing new things appearing within our personal realities and within our collective reality, because there are enough people on the planet doing the conscious evolution process now to have created space for us all to be experiencing that. You will probably also see within the first 6 months of this energy, people still falling apart, people's lives seemingly, shattering. There's a potential. If they've not been breaking through the shell on purpose. But what does that do? Hello, new seeds. The other thing to say within the yellow seed energy, there is this thing of, again, energetically, what are we seeding? Are we seeding fear? Are we seeding division? Are we seeding duality? Because your energy, all the time, the way that you show up in the world, is your offering, is your energetic offering to source, is your energetic offering to spirit, right? So what are you offering? Are you offering really bitter seeds, like bouncing them around everywhere? What good's that going to do? It's not going to grow anything, is it? And I'm not saying deny or detach from feeling. Go into it, express it, experience it. But don't use this little number. That's throwing shitty seeds, isn't it? And then consciously plant some seeds. Like, this is a wonderful year for manifestation. This is a wonderful year for, doing really phenomenal things on the planet. And, again, just being really trusting the divine. Okay, there are these specific restrictions in my life right now. I can sit and I can blame people about that, or I can accept it as a bigger picture of divine order. So what is the universe wanting from me within this? What can I, if I've been really restricted, what can I cultivate within this restriction space? What wants to come through me? What wants to birth from this cave? Or equally, what can I do within, my sphere may have been brought in like this. So what am I being asked to do within that sphere? What can I do? What is my service? What am I planting? So I think that's all that wants to come through for now. But if you haven't already signed up and you feel like you want to, seriously do it now, because I'm going to be closing the opportunity to sign up on the 23rd so that I can collate everybody's information. So throughout the course, loads of ceremonies, loads of opportunities for conscious connection in container with other amazing humans from all over the world and the galaxy, obviously. That's another thing to say. Loads of star seeds. We're all coming back together to remember, I'm from there, I'm from there, I'm from there. Oh, we were all together there at one point. Oh, all of that bloody amazingness. All the cosmic wisdom from Sirius to ancient civilizations, to the notion of time, to a really in-depth look at the galactic Mayan calendar, to understanding who you are, what your wave spell is, what your 13-year process is, what's the medicine you're here to bring, understanding your relationships, what is that person bringing, what's the medicine within this interaction, what is actually going on underneath the surface on a code level. Also, what else have I got in there? Scrying from the mirror of reality and looking at law of attraction in an upgraded way. not just, here's what I want to have from the world, boink. More, what can I see through reality that is teaching me and showing me how do I decode synchronicity. Lots of dancing, lots of opportunities for questions in circle, lots of opportunity for you to share, be witnessed, and for us to be together through this epic moment in history. Link below. Have a beautiful initiation into the new year. I will be doing a wave spell report before because of the way that the wave spells land within the new year portal is a bit like this. But till then, my darlings, enjoy wrapping up this year of Blue Lunar Storm, and I'm excited. I'm really genuinely excited for the electric seed year. It's going to be a good year. Sending so much love and so many blessings.